Well, a very pleasant good evening to you. No, I am not the handsome Jim Webb. He is on a plane coming back from somewhere warm. So, guess who gets to do the miracle of prosperity this evening? Hi there. If you're not familiar with me, I am Reverend Michael Mangus. I'm one of the staff ministers here at New Thought Media Network, and I'm also the Reverend Jim Webb's producer for the Miracle of Prosperity. So it's good to have everyone with us this evening. Please feel free to interact with us because I think we have a very good topic for tonight. And we'd like to welcome Shay this evening. Hi, Shay. Good to see you tonight. So, we talk a lot on this show about removing the blocks to prosperity. And that is good. And that what I'm going to show you tonight, based upon the teachings of Catherine Ponder, is how to plant seeds for your prosperity. Now, this is, again, a very seasonal topic. Many of you are gardeners and have gotten out your seed catalogs and have ordered your seeds probably sometime in January, and you're just raring to get out there and start planting and start creating. That's the same thing with prosperity, is that we can dig and dig and dig and dig and dig, which is good. However, as we dig, we have to then plant new seed. Now, the old school New Thought, of which I grew up in, said ignore your feelings and just focus on what you want. I agree and disagree. Yes, focus on what you want. However, that as you focus, notice your feelings and then deal with them because it's giving you some valuable information. All right. So again, please check in. Keep me company tonight as I fly solo. Hi, Kiva. How are you tonight? Isabella, hello there. Hi, Lorraine. And Alicia, how are you? Good to have everyone with us this evening. So let me show you an image here, which I think will help us to kind of bring this to a greater understanding. Uh-oh, my boss is here. The supreme leader and spiritual director of Summit Center for Spiritual Living Teaching Chapter. It is outstanding practitioner Diana Mangus. Hello, Nirya. How are you tonight? Good to see everyone this evening. Okay, let me share my screen here. And okay. So tonight, what we're going to do is we are going to plant intentional seeds for prosperity. And we're going to do that by using the affirmations from Catherine Ponder. Again, if you have not read The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, which is considered a textbook on prosperity, or her other books, please go do so. See, the challenge is that if you take a look at the gardener again, the gardener tills the soil in the springtime. If they do not plant deliberate seeds in it, what's going to happen is, again, that weeds are going to come up. So that's what we're doing this evening. We are going to plant specific seeds for prosperity. Now, how this works, and again, we don't talk about this too much here on the miracle of prosperity, but from my tradition of the science of mind and spirit, if you take a look at that V symbol, yes, there is some secret teaching in that. However, again, I think it illustrates very well the creative process. So we have spirit or love or God. And that is what we feel when we go to church or we are alone in meditation. We feel that presence, that power, that life, that activity. We feel the love. However, God is love, yet God is law. So again, that same creative principle that created the whole universe, going back to Genesis 1, it says, "Let there be light," and there was light. Where did that directive go into? And again, it went into God, but the impersonal aspect of God or the law, much like the soil of the universe. Again, that we are in the micro, well, God is in the macro or in the large. So in us, it's conscious mind, our subconscious mind, and then the world of effects. So, and again, this is our atmosphere within that. There's nothing separate. So we are one with this life force anyhow. The challenge and what got me into the science of mind and the teachings of Ernest Holmes and the Fillmores and others was that my life was a mess. And the reason being is because I went ahead and I blamed everybody else for it rather than taking a look at my own life and saying, how did I create this? So again, God is not only love, but God is also impersonal law, which only knows to say yes. Like our illustration with the farmer planting money seeds. That's what we're going to do this evening. Now, I want to share with you before we go to some comments. It's important to pay attention to the feelings. The past 20 years that the saying has come up, the whole idea of spiritual band-aid. And that is ignoring our feelings, ignoring the past hurt and trauma, and not dealing with it. I get that. And I think that, again, that our teaching shows a way through that. However, sometimes, and I see this in people in therapy who go to therapy for years and years and years, nothing wrong with therapy. But if you keep focusing on the problem, what happens? You're going to get more of it. So now it's time to set some vision. Now, when you set the vision and you go ahead and you spend some time each and every day, like Ernest Holmes and other great teachers have taught us, which is to spend time each day imagining life, intending life the way that we want it to be, rather than the way that it has in the past. If you start doing that, what will happen is that the stuff, the beliefs will automatically come up. And then again, that you can go ahead and you can deal with them. And hopefully I'll show you some ways of doing that this evening. Let's greet some other people this evening. Hugh Nation, greetings of one love. Yes. Nuria, hello there. The Reverend Jane Batt. Reverend, good news. If you take a look at one of our programs we had a few weeks ago, Reverend Jane was on, and what her ministry has been for many, many years is spreading good news. There's a lot more good news going on out there. Hi, Deanna. How are you? Good to see you. Wanda, good to see you also. Risa, hi there. Good evening to you. We are always at the what? We are always at choice. uh, spell correct. That's what happens. All right. Again, please put your comments in the chat and we'll get to them, especially if you have questions this evening. So what we're going to do now is we are going to actually do some prosperity affirmations this evening. These are all based upon the work of Catherine Ponder. And so I would really encourage you to dust off, if you haven't read it for a while, your copy of Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, and also go to her website. Let me get that out, which is unityworldwide.com, unityworldwide.com. And there, what I got all of these off of Facebook. She had that Dr. Ponder and her staff put something up on Facebook almost every 2 or 3 days. And it's usually an affirmative thought. So this is what I do. I go ahead and I go to her Facebook page, Catherine Ponder's Facebook page, and I start reading off out loud these prosperity affirmations. Why do I do it out loud? Because when you speak it, you birth it. The spoken word sometimes is more powerful than the silent word within us. Again, faith comes by hearing. That's what the scripture says, and the hearing of the word of God. So what you are doing is you are actually saying the word of God. So we're going to start off by doing what the master teacher Jesus said, and that is to forgive, to let go of the persons, places, and things that have hurt us. So I'm going to do this the way that I do it, which is, and again, please feel free to say these along with me this evening, okay? All that has offended me, I forgive. Within and without, I forgive. Things past, things present, things future, I forgive. I forgive everything and everybody who can possibly need forgiveness of the past or present. I forgive positively everyone. I am free and they are free too. All things are cleared up between us now and forever. Let's do that again. All that has offended me, I now forgive. Within and without, I now forgive. Things past, things present, things future, I forgive. I forgive everything and everybody who can possibly need forgiveness of the past or present. I forgive positively everyone. I am free and they are free too. All things are now cleared up between us now and forever. Now, I usually do it a third time. That's from Unity tradition. They usually say their affirmations at least 3 times out loud. But for television time this evening, we'll go ahead and we'll only go a couple of times here. All right. One of my favorite affirmations is this. And again, please feel free to change the term of God that Dr. Ponder used. All right. I am the rich child of a loving father, so I dare to prosper now. I am the rich child of a loving father, so I dare to prosper now. I am anything that you put after the I am, you are. I am the rich child of a loving father, mother, God. You can go ahead and say that. So I dare to prosper now. Prosperity is your birthright. Believe it or not. And I want to say something here because prosperity teaching has gotten a really bad rap over the past several years, especially in the news media, about all these mega pastors who teach this prosperity gospel, who live in these mansions and have these jets and have these large congregations and all this on and on and on and on. All right. I want to share something with you that I believe, again, is a revelation, at least to me, is that if the prosperity teaching that anyone says or teaches you that does not prosper you, it is a false teaching. I'll say it again. If someone teaches you something that, again, that prospers only them and does not prosper you first, it is a false teaching. I don't have a problem with people having money, especially, and again, I'll just go ahead and mention someone, Joel Osteen. And again, I try to tell this to individuals and I say, Pastor Osteen and his church down there in Houston, Texas, Lakewood, is that they are one of the most generous churches. They do not only missions work, not only in Houston, but also around the world. Now, Joel does not take a salary from his church. The reason he has the multi-million-dollar house and the reason that he has the nice cars, his income source from that has been his books. He has not received a salary for years. So I share that with you because that I want you to prosper. The other thing that I think is distorted in prosperity teaching is this. And again, please comment here. Is that the emphasis is on giving to the ministry. Give your tithe to the ministry. And I'm going to share with you, I'm going to go ahead and tell them myself. If not done in the right way, if not done in love, that you're just wasting your money. It's better off that you give a smaller amount than the 10% and you do it in love. Now, that does not mean that you cannot or should not try to get up to 10% or more. Eric Butterworth says that 10% is training wheels. So when you do it in a gradual way, a wonderful book is called The Art of Tithing, The Art of Tithing. And we'll probably have on Reverend Paula some night. But the whole idea is that, and Catherine Ponder wrote the foreword to the book, is that what she recommends is that start wherever that you're at and then make that into a percentage of what you are giving, a percentage of your income, and then gradually over a period of weeks, increase it. And let me share with you something. Giving is just one part of it. If you give and you do not work on your own prosperity beliefs, again, you're throwing your money away. It really does, even though they have the nice cars and the nice mansions and the jets, it really does the giver no good. So what I'm suggesting this evening is this. Yes, please give. Please give. And if you're not sure what to give, please ask yourself the question, what is mine to give? And there has been Bible scholars that have said again that 10% is not necessarily the amount that is in the New Testament. Paul says that he asked the churches at that time to give what they could. Okay, so that's not a percentage. So giving is one little part of this. It's an important part because God gives. God gives. So we as emanations of that one life, as we give, we shall receive. However, what is the energy that you give your money over? I used to collect taxes, property taxes in my county, 32 years. People would come up with cash money. The energy on that money, again, money is neutral. The energy on that money was negative because, oh, how dare these tax people, these government people. And again, they don't see that what they're doing is they're funding social projects. They're funding mainly the schools here. That's what they do in Ohio. However, again, that prosperity teaching is not only spiritual, it really allows us to be who we are, and that is prosperous. And that, again, we've talked about this on this show, where we've processed through our inner child stuff. We have had in experts on different subjects. So now it's time to start planting some deliberate seeds for your prosperity. Maria says, yes, the power of the spoken word. And I'm going to show you how to do this here in just a moment. What you do, especially with these Catherine Ponder affirmations, is go into a room, shut the door. Now, I have a practitioner wife in the house. I don't like anyone hearing my prosperity affirmations except me and me. Hire me. So I shut the door. But as I shut the door, what I'm doing again is I'm focusing on and I'm saying this out loud. Yes. Good evening, Brother Henry. How are you? Blessings to you. Mike James, yes, Neville Goddard is absolutely wonderful. Please read Neville Goddard. Good stuff there. Neville is my man. Oh, he is. He's absolutely wonderful. All kinds of Neville Goddard stories I could tell you also, but we're going to focus on Catherine Ponder. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few more prosperity affirmations out loud. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Please put your questions in the comments. I want this to be interactive this evening. And again, that the reason that uh, our regular teacher, Reverend Jim Webb, is not here is because, again, he's in between airports. He's the fly guy, flying all over the place. So we're talking this evening about planting the seeds for prosperity. So let's plant a few more here. Okay. You have to say them with a lot of feeling here. So my own true wealth now comes to me quickly, easily, and in peace. My own true wealth now comes to me now quickly, easily, and in peace. My own true wealth now comes to me now quickly, easily, and in peace. Now, if your mind starts saying, well, that's a bunch of BS, let me show you something to do. I'm willing to change. This is from Louise Hay. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to release the resistance. I'm willing to release the need for this. I order my subconscious mind to completely and totally get rid of it. Now, what I recommend, though, is just to keep saying this affirmation and notice what comes up and then deal with it. So let's say it again. My own true wealth now comes to me now quickly, easily, and in peace. My own true wealth now comes to me quickly, easily, and in peace. Here's another one I like. All the wealth of the universe has for me now comes to me speedily, richly, and freely. All the wealth, all the wealth, all the wealth that the universe has for me now comes to me speedily, richly, and freely. All the wealth. Again, you can even have a visualization of that and feel that. All the wealth that the universe has for me now comes to me speedily, richly, and freely. This is one of my favorites too. You can even put your hands up in the air as you do this. I am receiving. I am receiving now. I am receiving all the wealth that the universe has for me now. I am receiving. I am receiving now. I am receiving all the wealth that the universe has for me now. I am receiving. I am receiving now. I'm receiving all the wealth that the universe has for me now. Catherine Ponder was asked one time what she saw was the major block to prosperity. And you would think it was giving. But Dr. Ponder said this. She says, it's receiving. Again, we've taken a very good adage, it's better to give than to receive. Well, it's okay to receive. I am receiving. You feel that I am receiving now. I am receiving all the wealth that the universe has for me now. And again, when you say these affirmations out loud, again, you put a lot of energy and a lot of feeling into them. Also reminds me of Dr. Emmett Fox, and that he was responding to someone who said, your prayer practitioners say the same affirmations over and over again. And Dr. Fox said, well, yes, they do, but they put new fire every time that they do it. They put new entheos. They put new fire every time that they do the affirmative thought. So those are the same things. The reason why these don't work is because, again, that a couple of reasons. First of all, is you're not doing it daily. Catherine Ponder says that we should do 15 minutes of reading and then do some actual practice. All of the stuff that you learn here on this network, all of the things that you learn from Jim Webb, All of those things are just that. It's just knowledge. Unless it's put into practice, it does you, it does the world no good. So that's why I'm really pushing you this evening to, again, and this is really easy to do. Just go on Catherine Ponder's Facebook page, become a friend, and then take 15 or 20 of these affirmative thoughts and say them out loud 3 times. And notice the difference it starts making in your life. All right? Okay, so let's take a quick break, and then we will be right back with more. And I have a special surprise from Reverend Jim. I will tell you that after the break. Here on the Miracle of Prosperity, here on your New Thought Media Network.
New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
It was a treat. It was a bonding. It was a celebration of men. It was a celebration of men who want to deepen in their spiritual awareness of one another, of themselves.
Welcome. We are a brotherhood of spiritually minded and open-hearted positive men. We invite you to join us.
And I came in knowing one person. I left knowing all of the group. And I feel like I came in knowing meeting strangers, but knowing and leaving brothers.
Come experience the New Thought Men's Gathering, Foundations 2024. Friday, March 15th through Sunday, March 17th. With Reverend Robert Brzezinski, Reverend Patrick Creelman, Reverend Eamon Duffy, and special guest musician Jamie Lula. In Vernonia, Oregon, at Camp Cedar Ridge. Learn more and register at www.newthoughtmens.community.
And like Reverend Jim says, we're back. Yes, no, I'm not Reverend Jim Webb. I am Reverend Michael Mangus. I am one of the staff producers here at the New Thought Media Network, and I'm also Jim Webb's producer. All right. Jim sent me this in a flyer form, and he said, please mention it during the program. Jim Webb is having a pop-up class out of the blue. Your personal prosperity prescription. And the copy says, hopefully, it says, Spirit is constantly downloading new information to us as we are ready to receive it and powerful enough to use it. You have grown significantly, and this one-time pop-up class will now provide you with new teachings and new techniques and your personal prosperity prescription. And what you can do to manifest our good is what you can choose to manifest. Spirit will survey your energy, patterns, and desires and answer all your questions and offer personal guidance. Now, I'm going to stop sharing for a moment because I'm not able to read it here. All right. So this is coming up here, the special pop-up class. It's a one-time class. Okay, come on. All right. Okay, we're having technical difficulties, so we'll come back to that. Well, Jim's class is next week, and I'll give you the date here in just a few moments. We'll probably have to do another break, and so I can go ahead and figure this out. This is live, folks. So, but it is a special one-time pop-up class, again, channeled by Jim Webb. And I have to find another button. All right. We'll get rid of that for a moment. All right. So let's go back. We're talking this evening about planting new seeds for prosperity. Planting new seeds for prosperity. And we talked about earlier about the whole idea of that God is not only love, but God is also law. And so again, if we go ahead and we keep digging and digging and digging and digging to find out every block that there is to our prosperity, that's fine. That's part of the process. One of the other ways of doing it is start putting new seed in, and then sometimes that the stuff will come up that you can deal with. I like this one. So let's say this with full enthusiasm, in theos, and with new fire. Okay? I give thanks for the immediate complete payment of all financial obligations now quickly, easily, and in peace. Say it again. I give thanks for the immediate complete payment of all financial obligations now quickly, easily, and in peace. I give thanks for the immediate complete payment of all financial obligations now quickly, easily, and in peace. And you can also go ahead and see yourself writing the check or going online. You have the money to do it. I give thanks for the immediate complete payment of all financial obligations now quickly, easily, and in peace. I am financially independent now. I am. I am financially independent now. I am. I am financially independent now. I am. Divine love working through substance prospers my financial affairs, making me free, rich, and financially independent now. This is what I like to add on. I am financially independent now. Divine love working through substance prospers my financial affairs, making me free, rich, and financially independent now. I am financially independent now. Let's say it again. Divine love working through substance prospers my financial affairs, making me free, rich, and financially independent now. I am financially independent now. And again, if you have questions here, let's see who's in the comments. So my boss, she is technically my boss here in Akron. Michael, can you please give suggestions of recognizing that prosperity is our divine right? Is there more than just affirmations that can help us with this? Yes. And I would say that the affirmations that what can help you, again, is take a look at the Bible or any of the other ancient scriptures. It has all throughout it that it is Spirit's desire that we prosper. See, the challenge, though, is not making it an idol or a god. And that's why Jesus challenged the rich young ruler. And he said, sell it all. Because it impeded his spiritual growth. He was attached to it. So the suggestion was, sell it all. Well, he didn't like that. But whatever that we make, again, a god, and same thing with money. Money is not, it is God in action, but again, that people can go ahead and they can worship it. So that's the only thing. And again, making the pursuit of money their God rather than the pursuit of spirit. When you come from the pursuit of spirit, then what will happen is, in my opinion, what will happen is that you will be led and guided and directed into the right businesses, into the right ideas, into the right situations. When you put spirit first, when you worship spirit. I hope that helps. If not, I'll get I'll get told later on. Yes, the Facebook book is absolutely great. And can Reverend Jane share the feel-good site she recommends? If you could just, Reverend Jane, if you could do that, that would be great. The one site that I recommend is goodnewsnetwork.org. Goodnewsnetwork.org. There is plenty of good that's happening in our world. Plenty. So again, to focus on that, all the things that are good, all the things that are true, all the things that are beautiful, like Paul says, think on these things. All right. Let's get back and do some prosperity affirmation before broadcast time ends. The enormous sums of money that are mine by divine right now manifest for me now quickly, easily, and in peace. The enormous sums of money that are mine by divine right now manifest for me quickly, easily, and in peace. The enormous sums of money that are mine by divine right now manifest for me now quickly, easily, and in peace. Let's try another one here. Okay. This is a good one if you feel that your good has not come to you. I praise my financial income now, and I'll stop there. So again, you're saying thank you for what you're receiving now. So I praise my financial income now. All the wealth of the universe that has not come to me in the past is manifesting riches for me now. I praise my financial income now. So again, take your checkbook or your wallet, or some people do it. They read the statements on their phone, but praise your financial income now. All the wealth, all the wealth of the universe that has not come to me in the past is now manifesting riches for me now. I praise my financial income now. All the wealth of the universe that has not come to me in the past is now manifesting riches for me now. Let me share with you a daily practice that, again, is recommended by Dr. Catherine Ponder. It's called list making. So what you do is you make 3 lists. The first list is your gratitude list. What are you thankful for? And again, most of you do that. Well, what are some things that you're really, really grateful for? Most of us live in a house. Diana and I just paid off ours on Friday. So it's free and clear. That's a good feeling. So I'm thankful for that. What else can you be thankful for? Because again, the challenge is that our focus is always on all the stuff that's going on rather than the good stuff. So what are you thankful for? The second list is, what do I want to release? And again, those are the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions, the feelings of being traumatized. I'm willing to change, touch your throat. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to release the resistance. I'm willing to release the need for this feeling of trauma. I now release it now into the hands of God. And I now order my subconscious mind to completely wipe it away. And this is how I want to feel now. So again, that by doing that daily, by releasing that, by just noticing it and just saying, listen, this is not helping me anymore. So the first one, again, is gratitude. Second one is the things that you want to release. And the third one is, what do you want to create in your life? This is the one thing that when I ask people during private sessions, that sometimes I get the deer in the headlights look. What do you mean? You have to have some idea of where you are going. What do you want to experience? It's not enough to say, I don't want to experience what I'm experiencing. That'll keep your tires spinning. What do you want to experience now? And it's usually the God qualities of love, life, light, peace, power, beauty, joy, abundance, and also wisdom. And I also like adding in creativity. All right. Reverend Jane says Future Crunch has just changed its name to Fixing the News. What would happen if 50% of our network news, 50% of our local news was positive? Do you know the reason why that they don't put that stuff on? Because of an old adage that says, if it bleeds, it leads. So negative news sells advertising. So that's the reason why. I don't tell you don't watch the news, but understand the filters that they're coming from, and then go watch something else like Good News Network. We have a wonderful show on our network called And Now the Good News, which is at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. No, excuse me, 5 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Eastern on Friday evenings here at the New Thought Media Network. If we had 50% of the news that was positive, Reverend Jane is correct. world peace would happen. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to take another break here, and we're going to be right back. And I mean right back. This is the Miracle of Prosperity here on your New Thought Media Network.
Choice, your creative superpower. We have the power to manifest as we dedicate attention to our thoughts, but often miss opportunity to achieve the greatest good. Your superpower is waiting to be unleashed to unlock a fuller, more rewarding world for all. Join us every Thursday at noon Mountain Time for Choice, your creative superpower with Zoe DeMuro.
And it was a treat. It was a bonding. It was a celebration of men. It was a celebration of men who want to deepen in their spiritual awareness of one another, of themselves.
Welcome. We are a brotherhood of spiritually minded and open-hearted positive men. We invite you to join us.
And I came in knowing one person. I left knowing all of the group. And I feel like I came in knowing meeting strangers, but knowing and leaving brothers.
Come experience the New Thought Men's Gathering, Foundations 2024. Friday, March 15th through Sunday, March 17th. With Reverend Robert Brzezinski, Reverend Patrick Creelman, Reverend Eamon Duffy, and special guest musician Jamie Lula. In Vernonia, Oregon, at Camp Cedar Ridge. Learn more and register at www.newthoughtmen's.community.
We're back here on the Miracle of Prosperity. Well, I hope you enjoyed that lesson this evening. And I just, again, for more information, please go to Catherine Ponder's website or to go to her Facebook page. And again, do like I do. Just go ahead and just pick out the affirmations. Do the first 15 or 24, say them 3 times, same with a lot of fire and a lot of feeling. And you will notice a huge change in your life. Okay. I got the technical difficulties worked out. All right, so this is Jim's pop-up class. It's coming up here. It's your personal prosperity prescription. He says that Spirit is constantly downloading new information to us as we are ready to receive it and powerful enough to use it. You have grown significantly, again, that you've gotten rid of the weeds here. And so new information is now available to help you manifest your good more easily and effortlessly than ever. This is supposed to be effortless, okay? Not hard. Money can come from hard work, but does money come from hard work for Bill Gates or Elon Musk? Okay. Your one-time pop-up class will provide you with new teachings and techniques and your personal prosperity prescription, what you can do to manifest your good based upon what you choose to manifest. Spirit will survey your energy and patterns and desires and answer your questions and offer personalized guidance. So Jim's going to give a free mini reading to everyone who shows up for this class. This special one-time class channeled by Jim Webb will be Thursday, March 21st from 7:30 until 9:30. Zoom recordings are available. However, again, I keep telling Jim, I say, you give the house away. This would easily go for $150, $200 elsewhere. However, Jim, again, wants to make it affordable for everyone. So he only puts the price at $39. If you want the recording only, that's only $20. But use his phone number, which is 202-253-6009 to register on Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. Jim's classes sell out quickly. So make sure that, again, that you go ahead and register for that class, 202-253-6009. You're not going to believe this, but we're out of time. I have to go do another show here. So again, thank you so very much. If you want to, the show that I'm producing here in a few moments, it's called Divine Interventions with social worker Catherine Duca. Wonderful show. That'll be coming up next on your Positively Inspiring New Thought Media Network. All right, time for me to get on out of here. Again, thank you so very much for joining us. Join us next week when Reverend Jim comes back with more of the miracle of prosperity. Good night.